When you think about companies like Apple, you think about Uber, you think about McDonald's. I hate to say fast food, but McDonald's, right? Those three top kind of like big companies, right? What's one thing that they have really in common that they do really well? It's their system. Okay. You can call it a system, you can call it a blueprint, you can call it a pathway, but it basically gives them basically the whole entire kind of like start to finish kind of like system blueprint, right? To be able to run their business like a well-oiled machine, be able to scale it, franchise, do all those type of things, right? So that's the common theme with them, with those big companies, okay? Now, in this video, we literally go into a deep dive training session on how to recession and future-proof your health and fitness coaching business with this 10-step blueprint that we use in our programs, okay? So we're giving this away to you guys to recession and future-proof your business. So you guys have a system, you have a blueprint, you have a pathway to be able to do this in your guys' health and fitness coaching business, okay? So take a lot of notes on this one. You're probably gonna have to watch it a couple of times. All right, here we go.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Well, welcome. Welcome, ladies. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for spending time with us today. I know, regardless of what day it is, I truly value time. And I know we're all extremely busy, some more than others, but still, just the fact that you guys made the effort to come on to this training, it shows a lot. So I respect that. So thank you guys for your time. And today what we're going to be going over is really just how to take control of your financial future with the blueprint to recession-proof your online nutrition and fitness business. So this is going to be a good just because again there's a lot of things going on right in society, the world. I say a lot of uncontrollables, but there is a lot of things that we can't control today, and I think that there's a lot that we can't control in the context of our businesses and our skill sets that we have that we're trying to help and serve people with. So I think this is going to be a really good training, and let's just go ahead and keep yourselves muted just for the time being. We'll definitely keep this interactive. We always do that. And then, towards the end, maybe we could do some Q&A and go from there.
Yeah, keep your chats open too.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So let's start with this. I always want to just start with a little bit of like, we call it mind growth in our accelerator program. So I know that word mindset is a really big one. And I think it's a little bit played out. For me, when I think of mindset, it's more of just kind of like your mind is set in stone. Therefore, it's not able to sit there and elevate and continue to grow. So we like saying mind growth. So we'll focus on three sections here just to kick this off. So Chris, can we just write on one side, you are your own best investment?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, guys, I truly believe that, and I stand by that, we are our own greatest investments. We really are. And it's just really all about like how we think with that, right? Where's our belief system with that? Are you guys, investing in yourselves? Are you, investing in skill sets? Are you hiring mentors? Are you hiring coaches? Because at the same time, right, you have to sit there and shift your guys' clientele's thinking for them to think the same thing, because they want to hire you guys, but they only know what they know. So we have to be able to shift their thinking and be like, okay, well, yes, I am my own best investment. I do need help with health and nutrition. I need to sit there and put my health at the forefront. Okay, so the next one, let's talk about the perfect timing. Sure, you guys hear that all the time too, right? From even fitness clients, nutrition clients, like, oh, well, it's just like, Kristen, I want to do this, but it's not the right time. Cecilia, maybe next month, maybe in 3 months, I'll be ready to go. But we all know, guys, there is no perfect time. There really, really isn't. And, we're all going through different things, like there's different seasons and whatnot. But at the end of the day, there is no perfect time. And if you're sitting there waiting around for a perfect time to get started, for your clientele to get started, I mean, I feel like that's a story that you're just telling yourself, because there is no optimal time. There's always going to be adverse situations. There's always going to be something that pops up in that thing we call life, right? And I think that if you start now, and you have your clients start now, regardless of what the timing is, what situation it is, that's going to build a little bit more resiliency, and it's going to just build more toughness, in my opinion.
Yeah, and something we tell our students too, guys, is like, if you can get through the tough times, right? Obviously, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, right? So if you can get through that tough time, and then you guys are going to have basically, that light at the end of the tunnel, and things might be on cruise control. The next time a tough route comes on again, you guys are going to know how to sit there and take it on, and that's the thing. Too many people want to start when things are like really, really good, smooth sailing. But then when something hard comes up, that's when like, the whole ship kind of like crashes down, the whole house falls down because they don't know how to deal with it. Right.
Yeah. And no, I agree with you, Chris. And the last one we just want to focus on, our businesses have to be perfect. And again, I get it, guys. Like, Some people are more perfectionists than others, but at the end of the day, just like nothing will be perfect. It's really about imperfect action, just about going out there, getting your hands dirty, learning on the fly. If we make mistakes, right, the key is we don't make that mistake twice or three times, and that's really it. That's how we sit there and learn. To me, there's no failures; it's more lessons than anything. So at the end of the day, right, your business is not going to be perfect, and we tell our students in our program, 75%, 80% done is better than nothing. I'd rather have 80% of my business done and quote unquote perfect, ready to launch, ready to impact, ready to help people and create income and freedom for myself.
Yeah, 100%.
So these are all just three areas we wanted to start with. And really at the end of the day, I think a lot of what's going on too is the fear, the uncertainty and doubt that's really prohibiting, a lot of coaches, a lot of, fitness clients to really take action.
Yeah. So those that are on, and then if you guys are watching the live training or the replay, I want to know in the comments too, but for you guys that are on live on the chat, which one of these are you maybe facing right now? Is it you are your own best investment, right? Is it maybe the perfect timing thing, or is it, your business needs to be perfect? I just want to know in the chat, or if you guys are watching the replay in the comments.
Perfect timing is my issue. Yeah. And thank you for sharing that.
Yep. Okay. All right, let's move along here. Kick Coach Eric off of my screen, right? Okay, so we're going to talk about, obviously we're going to give you guys the 10-step framework of how you guys can recession and future-proof your nutrition and fitness business. But, I want you guys just to see, I'm sure you guys know these brands right here, right? So Equinox is very kind of like, affluent, kind of like we would say bougie style gym, right? But the thing with them though, what they do great is they have a great system. They have a great pathway. They got a great blueprint, however you want to kind of put it, right? They have a successful business because of the blueprint they have that they run, right, with the system. Same thing with Uber here and Lyft. They have a system in place, so it's successful. Same thing with McDonald's, fast food restaurants, right? They have a system in place so they can franchise it, okay? Same thing with Apple. Whether they're selling an iPhone, whether they're selling like, AirPods, Apple Watches, they have a system in place. So where I'm getting at with this is, you with your health and fitness coaching business, you need to have a system in place, right? To be able to recession and future-proof it, okay? And that's what we're going to teach you guys how to do today with this system. So this is the 10-step online health and fitness business process. We run this whole system like with our students as well too in the programs. So it's tried and true, okay? So if we look at this here, the very first step on this is your lead generation, okay? So if you don't have leads coming in the door and you don't have some sort of reliable system to be able to get leads in your guys' door, whether it's in person or online, there's going to be no business because you're not going to have an opportunity to capture and convert those leads. And then you're not going to have cash flow in the business, okay? This is why we tell our students to become fitness marketers first, right? Because too many people will sit there and get a certification, or they'll be like, you know what, I'm going to build the whole entire thing, my systems, my process. I'm going to get my software ready. I'm going to get my PDFs ready. And then they think just all of a sudden when they're done, that literally they're going to be blessed with all these clients coming to them, right? It doesn't work like that, right? You got to go knocking on people's doors. You got to have a sound lead generation system to get people the doors. And then we can work on fine-tuning the systems, the process, and making sure it's all good, right? So you have to have a sound lead generation system, whether that's with Facebook, Instagram, you guys have an email list, SMS list, a Facebook group. You guys are doing joint ventures, collabs, affiliate programs, whatever it is, okay? The next thing is you got to capture these leads, right? So with capturing the leads, there needs to be a system in place, whether you guys capture the leads on a phone call, whether you guys do it on a Zoom call, whether you guys do it through email, through chat, or even in person, right? Those are all different ways you guys can sit there and convert the leads that are coming into your guys' door and that are ready to buy from you guys with your guys' services. The third one right here is, okay, great. Now that we basically attracted the clients with number one on the lead generation, then we captured them. Cool. Now we sit there and basically build the systems and the process with them, right? We make sure that we have an onboarding system to onboard them, right? We make sure to deliver their program. You can deliver the program on, software like, a True Coach. You can do it on a nutrition app. You could do it through old school PDFs, through Excel sheets, Word docs. All right, just give me 1 second. We'll get back to the training. Okay. Now look, if you are looking to enhance your content, if you're looking to really build what we call a content machine, Okay, we have this awesome worksheet for you. So just check out the link below and you guys can download this awesome worksheet where there's like 3 or 4 different type of like exercises in there. You guys can really roll out some brand new content for your guys' online audience, your guys' brand, your offer. Okay, now back to the training. It doesn't really matter, guys. At the end of the day, people just want to get their program. They want it simplistic and they want to get results at the end of the day. Okay, so don't overthink it about like you guys have to get this fancy software and all these cool little like gadgets with it to be able to deliver the program. Okay.
Yeah. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Exactly. All right. Now, once we have that running kind of like a well-oiled machine with the onboarding process, right? Delivering the program, we got to deliver to them. Okay. So my audio is horrible.
Yeah. It sounds a little bit choppy.
That's not good. All right. 1 second. Man, this guy just like literally ruined my flow. Can you hear me now?
It's better. I think it's better.
All right. If I can't get back on this flow, you're gonna pay for that, man.
I'm just being honest with you.
All right. So once we have the systems and the processes, guys, and having this run like a well-oiled machine, we got to sit there and deliver. Honestly, deliver results flat out. Right. So you can't be this coach where it's like you're a good marketer or you're good at sales, and then when it comes to getting people results, you're not competent within like nutrition or exercise programming, or anything else that you offer. Like you got to be competent with that too, so you have to be able to get them results in your guys' program, because if you don't get them results, they're not going to pay, stay, and refer you. Okay. And that's the number one thing they're coming for you guys. So just make sure on the delivery aspect, guys, that you guys have like your guys' competency with like your exercise programming, your nutrition programming, and you guys can get the results. Okay. All right. So the next thing here is once we sit there and get them results, we're going to give them, I'm sorry, guys, these dogs. We're going to give them a massive customer experience. Okay. So just because it's online doesn't mean that you guys can't sit there and give them like a world-class experience. Okay. You guys can give them a great experience as well too. The way you do this is you do your accountability check-ins through video, through audio, through FaceTime. Give them access to text you questions. As long as you guys have boundaries in place and they're not sitting there texting you guys at midnight, that's totally fine, right? But you got to give them a massive customer experience. You can send them a gift. When they sign up, you can take 2% of like their payment and sit there and give them a gift, right? And give them an experience. But really, it's just like you guys got to give them a massive customer experience, or else you're just going to be a commodity coach and they're just going to go look for someone else that's going to give them a better experience along with the results and everything else. Okay, guys, so I ran through basically 5 steps of this 10-step kind of framework. So if you guys can let me know in the chat, which one is like really like resonating with you the most? Is it lead generation, lead conversion, systems, processes, delivery, the massive customer experience? Yeah.
Sonny, you said fitness marketer first. Good.
Okay. Fitness marketer first.
Kristen, you said, yeah, same. Not great at that. Okay. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah. And that's a common thing, guys, ladies. I mean, it's nothing, it's hard. We're not taught these things, through like certification programs and in the textbooks. It's really not.
Okay. Let's keep this going on here. So this is actually supposed to be, this actually was not the correct step on here. So the delivery aspect should have been, guys, like your guys' onboarding, your guys' accountability check-ins, all that type of stuff on there. Okay. So number 6 is really delivering results. Like I said, right. Having the competency for like nutrition coaching, exercise programming. If you guys are giving sleep hygiene tips, if you guys are giving habit-based coaching, again, you just have to deliver results with them, with the customer experience. Okay. So if we got that down, after that, if you're getting them, massive results, if you're getting them a customer experience, right, they are going to sit there and get you guys referrals. And you should always ask for referrals 1 time a month, right? Or you should ask for a referral when they get a quick win. Okay. It doesn't have to be like that they lost like, 10 pounds in a month. If they even have like a habit change or something like that, ask them to send you a screenshot of that, right? Or ask them for a quick 1-minute video, and you guys can share that on your guys' social media platforms, your guys' Instagram stories, Facebook stories, okay? But always ask for referrals and make sure you guys keep a Dropbox or a Google Drive with those videos, okay?
Yeah, and the same thing with testimonials too, right? Testimonials are huge, and you don't have to wait for like a huge 12 to 24-week transformation to ask for that. I know those are the best ones, right? And they get the most traction, but again, ask for small, habit wins, just scale wins, little milestones. Think about the small milestones that a lot of people go through, within the context of their health and fitness journey. It's not always just that massive, just weight drop. So, just take pictures of screenshots, when they text you guys, maybe that you guys have a Facebook group, a WhatsApp group, but those are all really powerful to sit there and distribute and rotate on stories, posts, whatnot, because again, that's results driven marketing.
Yeah. So moving on to number 8 is client retention. Okay. So again, when you guys are here, like in this area, and you guys are selling, your guys' program, the 8 to 12 week program, that's only a front end program, guys. And you guys know that mostly these clients are not going to get all the results they need in 8 to 12 weeks. You're going to have to retain them probably for another 6 months at least. Okay. So this is basically where the client retention comes in to retain them for another 6 months. And by doing this, you should have a program that's called an MRR, a monthly recurring revenue model, so that they stay in for 6 months. And that's cash flow for you guys as well, too, as a coach in your guys' business. Okay. And this is where you guys just have a conversation with them around week 8 or week 10 about staying in your guys' program. They've gotten wins already in the first 8 to 10 weeks. Why not stay for the next 6 months and get the results they really, really need, so you can really help them and support them?
Yeah, can I just add one note on that too? Because with when you guys have like the MRR built in there, right? Then you guys can do like more predictable income and really scale the business, because then you're no longer so worried on the transactional side of selling like a front end 8 to 12 week program. That's purely transactional. Now, when you get into the MRR side, that's more residual.
Mm-hmm. And then Charity has a comment.
Yeah, said, I think the smaller milestones need more attention, and trying to change my client's mindset and knowing all the small wins build the big wins. 100% Charity. That's a great, great point. Yeah. And everyone's always going for the massive, like huge win, right? Going for the kill. And it's like, no, there's small stepping stones to get to those big transformations. So great point.
Yeah. All right. 2 more, guys. So that brings us to number 9, which is ascend and cross sell. So ascend, right, is after a 6-month program. Maybe they just need like a maintenance program, right? Where they maybe just check in with you once a week. Maybe it's like something where they just check in once a month. Okay. But maybe there's something where you have something where it's like, a VIP program where maybe they come fly to you and you actually help them out with something. You take them through a workout, right? You take them through like the grocery store and teach them that type of stuff, set their macros for them in person. There's so many cool things you guys can do to ascend them or even kind of like maintain them, right? Going forward. The next thing is you guys can cross sell. This is where like digital products come into play, where you guys can sell products for like $100, $200 once you guys build your guys' email list, your Facebook group, right? You guys can do joint ventures, affiliates, cross promote, cross sell, all those type of cool stuff, right? Have different revenue streams within the business. And that leads us to number 10. The last thing, guys, is really your CRM is basically a fancy word for customer relationship management system. And that's really just nurturing your leads, nurturing your buyers, your past buyers. Because believe it or not, people are going to come back and want to work with you guys. If you take really good care of them, you get them good results. Every time, like some time comes around where they want to get, in shape for summer or something like that, they're going to think about you because of the experience that you gave them. You took really good care of them, So just make sure you have a system in place where you're just nurturing and keeping track of like your guys' past clients, current clients, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and I think it should be called a trust system, not a CRM system. I think the big thing with a lot of new people are just, they don't trust you. They don't know, like, and trust you enough. And that's okay. You can't take that personal. That's where you have to literally demonstrate over and over value, and that you could, deliver results to them too. And then the trust will be built.
Yeah. And I'll be 100% real with you guys. I'm honest. Like, I think looking at this like 10-step framework, it's solid, but I think that it needs to be updated a little bit, so I'm actually glad we're doing this training so we can update this, but this is really a solid foundation, guys, for you guys for building your nutrition and fitness business and making sure it's recession and future proof. You can run this literally as an online model. You can run it as a hybrid model of in-person and online, but it's beautiful because this system works and it's tried and true. So I hope that you guys got one of these like steps or the whole entire 10-step framework where it just can really help you guys out with your guys' business. And then just kind of showing you guys this in the accelerator program, right? This is an example of another pathway that we have in here. Again, it's a system, right? It's a pathway, it's a blueprint that we've helped out over 800 health and fitness coaches go from literally 0 to 5K and then 5 to 10K in these 2 phases here. So again, I just hammering home that you guys have to build your business as a system so that it's recession and future proof and it works like a well-oiled machine. Okay. And there's no kinks in it. All right. My hope is that you put that blueprint into practice in your health and fitness coaching business and grow it. Okay. The next thing is on that box number 1 of the blueprint, you have to start getting leads and be a fitness marketer. Okay. So watch this training right here. We actually did a deep dive training with one of our students on how to get leads this unique way. So check it out.